That is what this shot up here on the left is. No, EJ, the ears is because you dragged the camera. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. If you notice, it says up there, first run. So what that means is this is my first time doing this, so there's going to be stuff that's there's going to be stuff that we're figuring out. Audio is still one of those things. Audio is something we need to figure out. Yeah, it's kind of important. So I don't drag the camera and blow out everybody's eardrums. I'll get a wireless mic or something, or just a boom mic, anything, you know? Anything will be fine. Okay, so I'll look at the chat. I'm going to look at the chat again, and we're done there. What a day. The first Grand Tour, now this. Snap is pretty good, right? Does that starter motor start the car faster? No, it's just more powerful. Well done. Hey, Voltage. Hope you continue doing these. All right, man. Bits and tips, dude. Thank you very much. But does it start? Well, when the starter motor isn't fully bolted into the car, we're not going to get too far. Prof, what's up, man? Are those plants in your garage for space trips? I'm actually on a spaceship right now, and I brought my car with me because I'm secretly a human. How long have I had the Dodge? So I figure we'll take some time here, and I'll tell you about the Dodge. I'll tell you about my cars. We'll take a second. It is getting dark though, so we should probably, you know, move that around. We should probably, you know, finish it. But okay, you can see me. So this Dodge I bought in 2013. It was a Craigslist find. I shouldn't have bought it. I'll tell you that right now. And it's it's not the reason that you think. It's a great car. The engine runs. It's perfect. I've been running and driving. I've been dailying this car all summer. Driving it to the store, driving it to go buy the cameras and stuff for the stream. The reason I shouldn't have bought it is because I have another project car already being built. This is a 59 F100. The camera's all messed up. With plants, complete with plants. Plants are good. So this is a 59 F100, and the F100, I call it Freb, because I used to deliver pizzas in this truck. Remember when I worked at the pizza place, right when I started streaming? The older members will know what I'm talking about. I delivered pizzas in this thing. I took it apart because I wanted to. I wanted to restore a car. So I started doing it, and then the stream got big, so I stopped. Stupid idea. Don't ever take apart a car and then not do anything with it. I'm speaking from experience. But fortunately, we have the auto stream, so most of these streams will be putting this thing back together. So literally my summer car in real life. Pretty sweet, huh? But anyway, back to the Dodge. While I was working on Freb in 2013, so this was 3 years ago, I took it apart in 2013. While I was working on it in 2013, I found this car on Craigslist. It's Craigslist find, barn find. I got it from a guy out in Western Massachusetts. I live near Boston. I got it from a guy out in Western Massachusetts who had got it from a guy in New Hampshire. The guy in Western Mass was a Mopar restoration guy. His name's Ron. He's cool. He restores Mopars and stuff. He had bought this car to part it out. So this car has a lot of pieces that they don't make factory reproductions of. This grille with the 500 emblem on it, that's metal. That's pretty rare. It's got all the bumpers, it's got all the trim, the engine's there, everything is there. This has all the parts that you need to part out and make a good Coronet coupe or a Coronet Super B or whatever, minus the engine and transmission. It has the V8 torsion rods in it, which is it's choice. That's pretty good stuff. He bought it, and when he opened it up, you know, cars that you part usually have a problem with it. So he looked at it, and he got the engine running. First of all, running badly, but running nonetheless. And he decided that he wanted to sell it because this car, Mopar people are strange, all right? If you watch Roadkill, you'll hear them talk about this. Mopar people are strange, and even if they don't want you to part out a bad Mopar for a better Mopar, like if this is a slow for by 60s late 60s Dodge standards. It's got a small 5.2 liter in it, small 5.2. It's America in the 60s, all right? Calm down. They were putting out routinely 7-liter engines, 7.4-liter engines, 7.3, 7.2-liter engines in the 60s, no problem. But this is slow. So, but you know, Ron's a good dude, and he said he didn't have the heart to part this car out because it was too nice. It is. I mean, it has a hole in the trunk pan, but whatever. Runs, drives, everything works. Well, I had to fix the brakes, but that's another story. So we put it up on Craigslist in 2013, and me and my buddy that I worked with at Best Buy, I found it, and I told him about it, and we went and, you know, we drove out to Western Mass, and we bought it. It was $1,400. Like I'm not one to, you know, get like, oh, I don't want to tell you how much. I bought this for $1,400. If we in the future, if like we do more project cars and stuff, if this ever takes off and ever gets better, yes, I'm thinking about stuff like that. Um, you know, total cost incurred is important, especially for people that are trying to turn stuff on or you know work on stuff on a dime. So I got this for $1,400. That's I don't know, like I don't know how many euros that is, but it's like maybe 1,000 pounds or something like that. 1,000 pounds sterling, not no, maybe even less, maybe 800 pounds, something like that. But it's a nice car, it really is. I love it. It's a really cool car. It has 4 doors, so nobody wants them. That's why they're so cheap. A Coronet coupe like this in this condition would go easily for 20 grand, or I don't know, like 12, 13,000 pounds. That's a lot. I can't afford that. I already have a car that I need to fix. So he sold it to me on the condition that I can't part it out. I drive it. Now, obviously, you know, I could just be like, yep, screw you, and then part it out and make a lot of money because all these parts, these grill parts, these bumper parts that they don't make, they don't make these things anymore. They're worth a lot of money. They're worth more than $1,400, that's for sure. All of it. It has all the headlights, taillights. They're all on this thing. It has everything, and they're factory original, which is what people want when they're doing Mopar restoration. So he sold it to me on the condition that I have to drive it. And I wanted to drive it anyway, so whatever. So I got this thing for like dirt cheap. It's really not much. I think total cost incurred, this starter motor, which was like $240, put me over the 2 grand mark. I'm in this car for maybe $2,200 total. Running and driving, 69 Dodge Coronet, blast from the past, car from the 60s, Blues Brothers stuff. Even though the Blues Brothers was a 74. And it was a Monaco, not a Coronet, but whatever. Same car. Because the funny thing is, because this is a 500, the 500 was not necessarily engine displacement, but it was like a trim level. There was a Coronet RT, Coronet 440, Coronet 500, and then just the Coronet base trim. The Coronet 500 does have cop suspension in it. It's got cop tires, cop suspension, cop shocks. It's a model made before catalytic converters, so it'll run good on regular gas. Cylinder has a bad valve in it, so the brakes they work, but they don't work too well. So I got another master cylinder for it. I don't know if I'm going to stream working on this, because brakes are one of those things that you really shouldn't mess around with. Like, you should really sit and make sure that I'm doing that correctly, because that's important. You know, the engine is great, but the brakes are probably the most important part on the car. I also have a tack. Because this car, because it's the 500 luxury. Ah, dang GoPro! No, 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 no! Come with one, so put an attack sometime. All right, let's get to it. I'm gonna switch the scene back to this. Let's finish up what we're working on. Cool. All right. How do the brake pad shoes look? Oh, Patrick, I forgot to mention that part. I redid all 4 wheel hubs. New wheel cylinders, drum brake rebuild kits. I would have loved to have streamed that stuff. I also repacked, I put new wheel bearings in the front, not in the back. I just greased up the wheel bearings in the back because they're kind of a pain in the butt. You have to pull the axle out. But yep. So yeah, that's all fine. The drums, it has 4 drums. I know, 4 drums. 4 drums, no power brakes on the luxury package. I don't know, America, whatever. So, yep. All right, let's get this starter finished, huh? I'm going back down there. He's going down there. Hey, chat. So is EJ streaming my summer car? You know it, man. Does the Coronet have a new starter in it? Yeah, Pant. I just put that new starter in. Oh, Mr. EJ's back. Want me to put those away?
Box.
You have blocks of wood.
I changed the keyboards.
Oh. Oh, geez, I may be dragging the camera. Oh, dang. Thanks, Dad. I don't know. Sorry. All right, let me just make sure that shot's still good. Soiled it. Crazy. What's up, buddy? For my own auto streams, my thoughts are: 1, get a Bluetooth headset for the audio, range of 2, having a light attached to your camera, helping in 3. Yeah. All right, Prof. Cool. Good idea. All right, we're going back down there. Let's do this. Ow. Stupid light. What's up, dudes? So, the last thing I really need to do is just torque the 2 starter motor bolts down. So, that's what I'm going to do. And get my... Where are you, Mr. Ratchet? Okay. Because one of these is on a deep socket. We should, or one of them is on a stud. So I'm going to use a deep socket here. This is a deep 5/8. Or no, this isn't 5/8. What is this? It is 5/8. Nice. No! No! Viggy. You have been a bad monkey. Sorry. Ow. Okay, so I'm going to get the wrench up in here. All right, and we're going to tighten these bolts down. That's left, you idiot. All right, there we go. Okay, so we tightened up the connections on this thing, on this MSD Dyna4 starter. Shameless plug. MSD is awesome. And it should be good. Okay. It's kind of a long bolt. Give me a second. Should impact wrench it in. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. So that one's just tight. It's not super tight, but it's just tight a little bit. I'm gonna get the stud. There we go. Remember I was talking a little bit earlier about equal torque. That's important. Tighten one down, get it to where it's a little snug, and then go back and do the other one. Get that one snug, and then give them a final just torque. Oh, come on. What just happened? Hold on a sec. We may have just gone rip. I may have broken the stud. Why does this thing do this? Nope, we didn't break the stud. It looks like it didn't catch the thread. That's not good. I thought I broke the stud. I'll be honest with you. Nope, thread's still good. What the heck just happened then? Why did it pop out? I'll get the stud, repilot the stud into the holes there. I have the MSD came with its own starter bolt, so if I might just do that because the stud did this last time I put the. Now I'm remembering the stud did this last time. I forget what I did to get around it though. I was so scared for a second there. I thought I broke the stud on stream. I was about to be like, yep, that's great. Good. The starter bolt is a little bit longer. I'm going to go get the starter bolt that came with the MSD. And I'll use that instead of this weird stud and nut thing that Mopar decided to do. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Ah, gosh. Fat. Did my phone just go off? Gotcha. Who sent me that text? You know who you are. Oh. Where did my hat go? All right. Here. You also need a creeper for this work? I have one, Prof. I have a creeper. Problem is, where the heck am I going to put it? And the creeper audio will just rip your ears all day. How can you work on a car without music? I don't know, man. I don't know, just do it. So I got one of the bolts that came with the MSD. Let's see if we can do some magic here. I'm back. Alright, so now that stud had a lock washer on it. Hang on, let me turn my. Yeah, so I'm gonna take the lock washer. here. All right, we're gonna put the lock washer on the nut. On the bolt, and see if we can pilot this sucker right in here. Got to make sure you don't cross thread stuff either. Cross threading is bad. You'll know that it won't be cross threading because you'll honestly feel it. You'll be like, yeah, all right. It's a different feel. This is getting kind of tight. Okay. I don't know if you guys hear that. My dad's playing the piano downstairs. That's nice and snug. You don't want to over torque. If you over torque it, you can snap the bolt. Now I'm going to go back to the upper bolt here. Just give that a good torque down. Just back here one more time. Just give it a little bit of a turn. Okay, make sure the AT cooler line mount is in place. It is. All right. I think that's it. I think we're good. Everything's torqued down. Starter's good. We torqued down the connections. Want to start it? That was a stupid question. Of course you want to start it. Let me get my tools out of the way. And the toolbox out of the way. Stupid stud. Who does that? Starter motor stud. What were they thinking? I'm sure there's a reason for it, but God, does it sound stupid. All right. It's getting dark out, so I'm taking the sunglasses off. Sorry. My immersion is ruined. Give me a second. Gotta make sure I don't scratch the paint here. Okay. Hey, welcome back. How was it down there? Good? Cool. All at the beginning of the stream. But I cannot recommend that. I cannot say this enough. I'll give you advice, but I'm not a mechanic. I'm not ASC certified. This is by no means a tutorial on how to do this. All right? This is entertainment. First and foremost, it's entertainment, okay? It's not anything else. So you can ask me questions. Do not use this as a tutorial on how to work on a car. I cannot stress that enough. Don't do it. Stop. Get some help. You just remember you're not playing, don't pee everywhere? Oh, I was wondering if someone was going to notice the plate. Here. I'd be surprised if you guys can read what the rest of that says. Stop. Get help. What year is it? 69. 69 Dodge, I believe it's called. I think it's a soft D. I noticed. Yeah. It says RD180, EJSA 154 Kappa. All right. I'm going to put the tools away here. I like keeping my tools organized, unlike the rest of this garage where everything's a mess. So I'm just going to organize my tools real quick. I got to go get my tools. Kip, that ain't a tool, that's a dang brick. You're missing a 13 mil socket. Now, another quick piece of advice, it's important to kind of, at least this is what I do, it's important to inventory your tools when you're done, because especially if you're, like, we were working on the bottom end of the car, so everything that we were working on, if I drop the tool, it just goes onto the ground. If you're working on the top end of a car, like the top end of an engine, and you drop something, and it gets stuck somewhere that it shouldn't, well, you're not going to figure it out. There's two ways to figure that out. Either A, by inventorying your tools and making, oh, we lost a piece, we lost a tool, we have to go get it, or B, starting the car and have it potentially being in the wrong spot somewhere and ruining your engine somehow. Like, what if you drop the socket down the carburetor barrel? Spoiler alert, it doesn't end well if that makes it into a piston. Probably gets stuck against the valve, to be honest with you. Oh, Satana! Where's that dang socket? Satana! Nice license plate, thank you. Hang on. Ah, there it is. I got it. Okay. The battery's hooked up to the car. Car is still up on jack stands. And the parking brake's on. But as long as I don't shift it into drive, it should be fine. Alright. Just gonna get my tools off the car. And air filter, air cleaner, air box. We don't need that. We don't need that right now, at least. Okay, where is my carb cleaner? Here we go. Carb cleaner. What do all good rookies do in the field with their equipment? They test it. That's what we're about to do. So I'm going to get the other camera too. When did this game come out? Not a GoPro. That's the C920. I like top of the light. Top of the light's a good idea. Okay, so let me pump this a little bit. So what you need to do with a carbureted engine, the lights are in my face. What you need to do with a carbureted engine is you got to pump it a couple of times to get the gas into the float bowl. But you can also just a little bit of carb cleaner in there should do you right. Now, two things are going to happen. Either it's going to start or it's going to blow some flames out the top. Either way, you're going to have a lot of fun. BRB, starting automobile. Oh, nice. I'm going to put the choke on. Ready? Money! Boom! 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 Fight me car. Woo! All right. Let's go up in here. No, no, baby. Baby, come back, please. It's just because the engine's cold. Spoiler alert. Anybody with a car knows that. All I gotta do is just reverse the capture mechanism and... Oh, Satana. Not getting fuel. Hold on. Much better. Good? No. It runs. This is where it gets dangerous. Now, it's important to check, make sure there's no leaks. I don't see why anything would be leaking under the starter, but look under there. Nope, no leaks. We're good. I always check, just to be sure. Alright. Not bad. How's the part count? Part count's good. She's running. Did you hear the starter though? The starter sounded great. Sounded perfect. 10 out of 10. Now turbo it. We should turbo this. We should just put a big centrifugal supercharger in it. There's plenty of room. I should check the timing. But it's, you know, it's not good to check the timing right now cuz choke's on. I learned that from my summer car. Just kidding. Love it so far? Nice. No physics lag. What a difference. Alright, well, I'm going to shut it off. We're going to get it up off the jack stands and we're going to see if it moves. So it runs now. Now what? Well, now we drive it. Obviously. Isn't that what you do with a car? Put NOS and a turbojet in it. The joke's on you. How much delta V? Not a lot. I look different playing Kerbal? Alright. Or not playing Kerbal? Alright. Wait, are we set up for remote streaming? No, you can't, Yard. You can't. That's against Twitch terms of service. You can't stream and drive an automobile at the same time. So that's not happening ever. Their rules, not mine. I've periscoped while driving before. Well, when I was driving down to Intrepid, that didn't really end. That's not. I don't like doing that. It's like worse than texting and driving. A good different though? All right, I'll take that. Oh man, well, let's shut it off and let's get it off. Let's get it off the jack stands, and then I'll back it out of the garage. Okay. Get somebody else to drive. Boy, Elwood. Sweet. Oh. Woo. That's fun. I actually I very much enjoy this. This is fun. This is as fun as I thought it would be. The only critical problem is my Ford hat. Okay. I have a Ford behind me. What do you want? It's right. See this thing right here, this red? That's a Ford. I have a 5.0 right there. Look. There's a 5-liter. Look at it. It's beautiful. I did the top end on, well, not the top end, but new valve covers, new distributor shaft, new intake manifold, 4-barrel 600 CFM carburetor, nice chrome air filter, and an alternator that was made in Mexico. Eating sandwiches, beer fridge. It's good, man. And fuzzy dice. Those belong in the truck. Fred, I need you to crank the engine over and cough. Alright. Beer fridge is the most important. That's right, I have this stuff. Ugh, that's not beer. That's not beer. That's Satana in a can. Ugh. Ugh. That stuff tastes horrible. Who thinks that tastes good? Pumpkin beer. Ugh, gross. I need a Foster's or a VB. Alright. Car off the jack stands. That's what I was doing. Okay. I'm moving the jack. Just clean it up. If you do decide to work on a car, I can't stress this enough. One, this isn't a tutorial on how to do anything, but two, always keep your garage clean so it doesn't end up like this. I need some Foster's. Australian for beer. Oh, Satana. Okay. I need this camera. No. I need this. Always want more. You're never satisfied. There's only one for you. It's only one for me. See the cross member there? That's what we're going for. So I draw the line, meet you halfway, and you don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull the jack stands out. It's dark out now, so I don't know how well you guys can see it, but that was a car driving by. CJ, with that car. Build that car, Mr. EJ. All right. Bits and tips. Graphics are a perfect 5 out of 7, though. Jesus, guys. Hey. Built to last. Duralast. Oh, Satana. Neck. How am I gonna move back? Right. Ah. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Now we're gonna let the jack down here. All right, coming down. Nobody's here with me, but it's always important to say that. Oh, Satana. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this camera back on the construction lights. Put your tools away. Oh, that noise. Not cool. Let's put the air filter back on here. Make sure it's seated right. Only finger tight with the wing nut. If there's plumber's butt going on here, my bad. Reattach the breather. Oh! Ow! Satana, my head. It does that. There's like a meat hook up here. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Ready? Who thought that was a good idea? Like, I mean, it's just that's what I don't know. Not even gonna bother. Satana. Okay. All right. Just make sure the GoPro and the webcam are framed correctly. Nice. Nice. All right. This isn't bad. All right. There we go. There, EJ's garage. That's what we'll call this. That sounds cool, right? That's what all the kids are saying. That's what all the kids are saying, aren't they? All right. Nope, didn't go. That wasn't loud, was it? All right. Well, that's going to just about do it for the first test run of doing an automotive stream. We got a starter motor in, and yeah, it's pretty good, right? It's not bad. This is, I mean, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Like, I'd appreciate the feedback. You know, we'll I mean, I'm going to, when we're done, we're pretty much done here. I'm gonna go play Kerbal, like, in a second. We're still doing that. We have to work on the moon base and stuff, but this is fun. This is good stuff. I'll let you guys know when the next planned one is. The planned one will be a little better, a little bit of a nicer production than this, but this was cool. This was a good time. Anyway, I'm out. See you later.